hit the road with a great deal on a new Toyota, and who knows what fun treats you'll find along the way. Like barbecue, lobster, beignets, street tacos. What is lengua? It's Tom. Oh.
Right now, during Toyota's Summer Star Here at Max, lease a new 2019 Toyota Highlander LE for just $249 a month for 36 months. That's just $249 a month on the 2019 Toyota Highlander.
Get your Toyota today.
Toyota, let's go places.
Has lived here. All of mankind's triumphs and failures. Every moment, every hometown. We start our coverage on the ground and take it to the airwaves, so you always know what's happening in your own world and beyond. We are free TV and radio. We are breaking news. We are always there. We are broadcasters.
The big stories that get you talking. The video you hope to share. Every day, everything local. WYFF News 4 on Facebook.
Jansen, who needs easy eye care when you can look like that? Now give us a little walk.
I can't see anything.
Look! You look amazing!
At Stan Optical, get 2 pairs for $59.95, plus a free eye exam. It's the countdown to the 33rd Annual Greenville Creek Festival. Come celebrate in Dallas, Springdale, May 16th through 19th with Creek food, music, dance, and more.
He's back in the wild tonight. Who, you may ask? An owl rescued last week, caught in some fishing line and dangling above the Reedy River near Simpsonville.
He's just fine. WFF News Force John Lyon was there tonight for the release.
He was hanging from that tree.
Mike Huskinson came back to the scene of the rescue tonight to release the pound-and-a-half, 2-year-old male barred owl that he's been taking care of for the last week.
We took him and put him in a flight pen, let him stay there a couple days, make sure he was eating on his own, make sure he could fly from perch to perch. He was actually hanging this way from the tree.
Last week, the owl was trapped by fishing line, hanging over the Reedy River for hours. A fisherman spotted the owl and called for help. Sky 4 was overhead when the owl was cut down and carried to safety.
Since he hung in that tree possibly all night and really sore muscles, we wanted him to have as much R&R as he needed to get good and healthy so he could take off when we release him. All right, you ready to go, buddy? Okay, here we go.
And with a toss up into the air, wings started flapping, and the owl was off into a tree on the other side of the river.
Oh, just one more success story. We try to get everyone back to the wild that we possibly can.
And Mike says owls mate for life. So hopefully in a nearby tree here along the Reedy River, there's a family back together tonight. John Lyon, WYFF News 4, Simpsonville.
And so very wise. Of course, the Oconee County Sheriff's Office will soon have a new canine on the force, and the yellow lab needs a name, of course. So deputies are asking the help of Oconee County elementary school students. Children in kindergarten through the 5th grade there are eligible to submit a name. The contest will run until May 17th. The student whose dog name is chosen will receive a $100 cash prize. Looking good there. Public school students can pick up an entry form at their schools.
A make-believe asteroid is going to simulate New York City. It was all NASA's doing. The asteroid was 200 feet wide. It was part of an exercise to see what might happen if a giant space rock were to hit Earth again. If the collision had been real, the city would have been hit with a force 1,000 times more powerful than the nuclear bomb dropped on Hiroshima.
Let's go back about 12 hours. Live Super Duper 4HD showing the isolated, the scattered showers, even a few thunder showers, nothing strong. And then once the sun went down,
You know you've already watched that before.
A couple of rain showers still popping up.
I remember you watching it.
Parts of Rutherford County, as you can see, and also down into northern Spartanburg County. Just a few rain showers, very little movement with those showers, and they'll probably kind of fizzle out here within the next few minutes or so. There's a closer look, as you can see, just north of Boiling Springs, and also right between Columbus and Ellenboro, right along Highway 74. All right, so our official high today was 80 degrees this afternoon, warmed up 20 degrees from our low of 60 this morning. Pretty close to the average, high of 78 degrees, just a couple of degrees above average. We start off at 53 degrees at the Asheville Regional Airport this morning, warmed up nicely to 75 degrees this afternoon. Also, just a couple of degrees above the average. Outside right now, clear sky, 72-degree temperature in Greenville, no wind, humidity high at 76%. Currently 64 degrees, a few clouds, partly cloudy skies in Nashville, no wind, humidity at 87%. And Spartanburg, mostly cloudy skies, currently 66 degrees, no wind, humidity at 88%. And 67 clear in Anderson, no wind, humidity even higher than Spartanburg at 90%. Here are the current temperatures across the area, 60s and 70s, very pleasant outside. 71 in Columbia, same story in Charleston, also in Myrtle Beach at 72 in Augusta, and back in through Atlanta. Warm southerly wind here ahead of that major storm system out in the Plain States. And these
Man, that's some bullshit, dude.
Oklahoma City, and then this little sliver here in the western part of Texas. Some supercells here spawning tornadoes. No reports of any injuries or damage from this evening, but these were some pretty good thunderstorms to say the least. Most of this energy will weaken before it gets to us over the holiday weekend. From the Storm Prediction Center, here's the greatest threat for severe weather, most likely the southeast and Dallas-Fort Worth area. The threat from Memphis down to Jackson, Mississippi, and back through most of Louisiana. And that system will then continue to weaken as it gets a little bit closer. Notice the thunderstorms move really far ahead. They move quickly away from the front itself. More thunderstorms through Memphis this 8 o'clock in the morning on Thursday. We'll have to watch this line here moving through Birmingham at 6 o'clock Thursday, because that could come across our area with some very heavy rain Thursday night into Friday morning. So our forecast then for tomorrow, high temperature 81 degrees, just a 30% chance of a few isolated showers or maybe a thunder shower. Slight chance on Thursday, and then a 40% chance on Friday. Heading the holiday weekend right now, the greatest threat for scattered showers and thunderstorms will be on Saturday, more than Mother's Day. It's getting a little bit better, just a little. Now back to you, Killer.
You keep working on that, Princess.
Oh, yeah. Tinker with it a little bit. Now to sports. Clemson back on the diamond tonight.
Yeah, Tigers trying to spin this thing around. They split with Gardner-Webb over the weekend, but it's been rough going recently for Clemson. Presbyterian College made the trip to Tigertown tonight. And after this year, the ACC baseball tournament will move away from Durham, North Carolina. An explanation why. Next.
Live Super Doppler 4 HD weather is sponsored by Guy Roofing.
Wake up and watch WYFF News 4 today. Good morning, I'm Jeff Moore. And I'm Amanda Crawford. Your weather, your plan, zero news. Get out the door with the news important to you. Wake up and watch WYFF News 4 today.
It's embarrassing to drive. It costs too much to maintain. You owe more than it's worth. Call that old car out today. The Gilstrap family dealerships are celebrating two of America's favorite pastimes, baseball and driving. You can hit a grand slam in a nice newer car. 5-4, the people credit approval process goes back to help get you approved. But hurry, the stadium goes dark after we help 199 people score a new ride. I'm Jay Gilstrap, and I am your dealer for the people.
There was a time when we were permitted to play, to bask, to frolic, to whisper sweet nothings late into the languid afternoon. There was a time when we gathered bouquets and fell in love under soft cherry blossom skies. It was a vibrant time. It was this morning at Built-In. Experience America's largest home in a whole new way at a Vanderbilt house party.
I got my mechatronics degree from Greenville Tech. I picked Greenville Tech because I wanted hands-on experience. I got a job in automotive manufacturing. Right now, I'm a quality engineer. I love my job. I really do. Don't ever be scared to go out and get a degree in a field that may not necessarily be the norm. Some females ask me, how do I get into your position? What do I do? And I tell them, you go and you get a degree with Greenville Tech.
Putting a roof over your head. Guy Roofing has been doing it right for almost 50 years. Our team of professionals are trained to assess damage and ensure your roof is completed quickly and correctly. We take pride in our work by offering expert craftsmanship, superior products, and excellent customer service. For roofing repairs or replacement, look to the experts at Guy Roofing to get the job done right. Call today for a free inspection from your hometown roofing experts. Guy Roofing, official roofing contractor of the Carolina Panthers.
Technology should be simple. Simple to connect with, easy to talk to.
Hey, BMW, where can I park?
And a joy to drive. Don't be driven by technology, drive it. The all-new BMW 3 Series. Take advantage of exceptional lease and finance offers today.
back on the diamond tonight. The Tigers coming off a split against Gardner-Webb over the weekend and a series loss to Georgia Tech last weekend. Trying to find a way to spin this thing back around. Tonight, a visit from an in-state school. Presbyterian College making the trip to Doug Kingsmore Stadium tonight. PC took an early lead in this one. Clemson responds in the second inning. Down 2-0. Bryce Teodosio with a 2-run shot to left. That one ties the game at 2-2. A home run's kind of the theme here. Third inning now. PC up 4-2. Grayson Bird launches a solo shot over the wall in right field. His 9th of the season. That cuts it to a 4-3 game. Tied the game with a home run in the fourth. Gives Clemson the lead with a solo shot to dead center field. That made it 5-4. With the game tied at 6. In the 7th inning, Jimmy Marcelli dish for PC, and he rips one over the wall in left field. That's a 2-run shot. That put PC up for good. Presbyterian College beats Clemson tonight by a final of 8-7. The ACC tournament will not be played in Durham, North Carolina in 2020. The tournament has been held in Durham at the home of the Durham Bulls for the last 5 years, but because the International League is not allowing teams to block off dates on their schedule, there's no way for the Bulls to guarantee that the park will be available. So the tournament will not be played there. No word yet on where it will be moved. The Greenville Tribe will play a rare midweek game this week. Greenville will play at home Wednesday night against South Georgia in the opening game of the U.S. Open Cup, which is the oldest annual team sport tournament in the United States. Its first winner was crowned back in 1914. The tournament involves soccer teams from amateur all the way up to MLS teams. And it's an interesting format. The tournament begins with amateur and D3 professional teams, and as it progresses, the higher level teams begin playing. Here's a cool note. Back in 1996, Triumph head coach John Harkis won the Open Cup with DC United as a player and captained the team to an MLS title in the same year. Greenville will open U.S. Open Cup play Wednesday night at 7 o'clock at Legacy Early College. Should be a great environment for soccer. The winner of the whole tournament earns $300,000 in prize money and a 2020 berth into the CONCACAF Champions League. We mentioned this last week that he was coming, but it's now official. Clemson has added guard Nick Honor to the roster. Honor played his freshman season at Fordham, was named the all-rookie team in the Atlantic 10. He led Fordham in scoring with more than 15 points per game. He's a 5'10 guard. He scored 20 plus 5 different times. Brett Brunell saying he's a competitive guard that can score. He comes from a great basketball family. Former Gamecock guard Hassani Gravett will participate in the 2019 Professional Basketball Combine. In his 3 seasons with the Gamecocks, Gravett averaged 7.2 points per game. As a senior, he averaged nearly 11.5 points per game. He was named the SEC 6th Man of the Year, providing a spark off the bench for South Carolina all year long. These high school spring sports winding down. We've got state championships to be played this weekend down in Columbia, so good luck to all those teams participating.
Brad, thank you.
We'll check that weather one more time for all of that and those two in a moment.
WYFF News and Sports is sponsored by Fairway Ford. Always low prices and always open at fairwayford.com.
Well, I think the effect that hands-on Greenville has in our community is quite incredible.
Did you know Taylor's Windows has been your local manufacturer for new and replacement windows for nearly 30 years? Did you know Taylor's designs, manufactures, and installs custom windows and doors for our climate? Now you know. Taylor's Windows is the only window company you need. Last night, Jimmy and Will Smith had a magic carpet race. Tonight, there's Amy Poehler from NBC's New Amsterdam, Ryan Eggle, and Vampire Weekend, New Fallon. Then Seth has Taraji P. Henson, new tonight.
Bankers don't normally deliver, but I sensed a caffeine emergency. Cash flow, payroll, retirement planning. They don't cover this in law school. Don't stress. I love this stuff. I just want our associates to feel taken care of. When I went on my own, there was nobody. Well, not nobody.
First Community Bank, the bank behind your business.
Hi, looking for a great deal? Oh, we just got a cabin in the woods. You must be pining for a RAV4.
We just got he just got a boat.
Well, hitch yourself to a Tundra.
Yeah, Tundra. I got a job. I got his stuff.
Well, you'll look like a boss in a new Corolla hatchback. It'll fit your stuff.
It'll fit it all. Right now, during Toyota's Summer Starts Here event, get 1.9% APR for 48 months, plus $500 bonus cash on an all-new 2019 Toyota RAV4.
Your summer starts here.
Toyota, let's go places.
Built for sunsets
Oh, God.
and stargazing. Built for little fish and
No.
for friends. Built for you. As the #1 brand on the water, we build boats that are Yamaha.
Lucky motherfucker, man.
For